The Met Gala is just around the corner and everyone wants to know who will be attending. But here's who we know is not attending, as here's our list for the top 10 celebrities who are boycotting the 2024 Met Gala. Starting off, we have Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Now, fans were eager to see if the new It couple would make their debut at the Met Gala together, but unfortunately those fans will be left disappointed. I know I sure am. Sources with direct knowledge told TMZ that the Grammy winner and NFL superstar were each issued individual invitations to the Met Gala, but both have RSVP'd no. Now, Taylor has a pretty good reason for skipping the event, which takes place on May 6th, because that's the same week she gets back on the road for her Eras tour with a stop in Paris on May 9th. Now, it's unclear why Travis declined the invitation, but it's fair to assume that he's missing it because Taylor won't be there. Or even better, because he'll be with her on tour. Hey, there'll always be other Met Galas, but the Eras Tour is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so I don't blame Travis for not going at all. Now, hopefully they'll be able to attend the event next year together though. Next up is Gwyneth Paltrow. In an interview with USA Today, Gwyneth Paltrow condemned the Met Gala as being so unfun, saying that she was never going again after not being able to walk the red carpet alongside her then husband, Chris Martin. In 2013, she said, "It sucked. It seems like it's going to be the best thing in the world. You always think, oh my god, it's gonna be so glamorous and amazing, and you're going to see all these people, and then you get there and it's so hot and it's so crowded and everyone's pushing you." However, it seemed that she had a change of heart and later attended the event in 2017 and again in 2019 and 2022. But she was absent from the event in 2023 and it appears that she won't make it this year either, but hey, I don't blame her. Then there's Tina Fey. Despite managing to score an invite to the 2010 Met Gala, comedian Tina Fey thinks she won't be getting another one. In an interview with David Letterman, Tina called the event a jerk parade and told Letterman that he wasn't missing out on anything special. "Every jerk from every walk of life is there wearing like some stupid thing," she said, adding that her husband, Jeff Richmond, wasn't a fan. "Clearly, I'll never go again," she added. "You walk up these huge steps and I went and I dragged my husband along with me too, which I'm still in trouble for." Now, she continued telling Letterman stories from the event, including how she ended up hanging out with Barbara Walters. But yeah, in theory it sounds fun, but actually being there, I don't know. Then we have Zayn Malik. Former One Direction member Zayn Malik only attended the Met Gala once, but according to him, once was definitely enough. Now, he walked the carpet in 2016 with his then girlfriend Gigi Hadid, though he didn't have a good time. In an interview with GQ, Zayn described the event as self-indulgent. "The Met Gala is not necessarily anything that I ever knew about or was about, but my former stylist would say to me, this is really good for you to do. And no matter how strong you are mentally, you can always be swayed to do certain things." He continued, "Now, it's not something I would go to. I'd rather be sitting at my house doing something productive than dressing up in really expensive clothes and being photographed on a red carpet." Now, fans also believe that he may have been banned from the gala due to the disparaging comments that he made, according to Cosmopolitan. But honestly, I don't think he cares, as I don't think he would ever go again anyway. Now let's talk about Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato attended the Met Gala in 2016 for the first and last time. In an interview with Billboard, Demi said that they had a terrible experience after attending the gala while trying to remain sober. "I remember being so uncomfortable that I wanted to drink," Demi recalled, saying that they eventually left the event and attended an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting instead. "I changed my clothes but still had my diamonds on, millions of dollars of diamonds on in an AA meeting. And I related more to the homeless people in that meeting who struggled with the same struggles that I deal with than the people at the Met Gala." Yeah, that does not sound like a good experience, and I don't blame them for not wanting to attend again. Now, Demi also called out a certain celebrity who had been awful to be around, saying, "This one celebrity was a complete B and was miserable to be around." Now, according to People, the celebrity Demi had been talking about was allegedly Nicki Minaj, as the two had both been accompanied by designer Jeremy Scott. Amy Schumer recalled her first Met Gala experience in 2016 as being short-lived in an interview with Howard Stern. "I left earlier than I should have been allowed," Amy said, adding that she had met Beyoncé, who asked Amy if it was her first time at the event, to which Amy replied that it would be her last. Now, she also candidly revealed that she believed the gala was a farce. "It's people doing an impression of having a conversation," she said. "We're dressing up like a bunch of effing a-holes. I don't like it. I have no interest in fashion. I don't care." Now, although Amy bashed the event, she ended up returning in 2017, telling Stephen Colbert that she had to go home early and black out on my own. She then made an appearance at the 2019 Met Gala, though not as a guest, but had stopped for a quick photo outside of the museum just before giving birth to her son. Moving on to Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham had attended the Met Gala in 2016, and she recalled having an awful time. Now, according to Page Six, both Lena and Amy Schumer talked about their Met Gala experience in Lena's weekly feminist newsletter, Lenny Letter, which has since been shut down. "You and I were literally sitting across from each other at the Met Ball, and it was a crazy countdown to when we could escape. You were like, 'We are honored to be here, we're honored to be here,'" Lena told Amy. Lena revealed that one major reason she'd wanted to go home so early: "I was sitting next to Odell Beckham Jr., and it was so amazing because he looked at me and he determined I was not the shape of a woman by his standards," she said. "He was like, 'That's a marshmallow, that's a child, that's a dog.' It wasn't mean, he just seemed confused. The vibe was very much like, 'Do I want to F it? Is it wearing a, yep, it's wearing a tuxedo. I'm going back to my cell phone,'" Lena continued. "It was like we were forced to be together, and he literally was scrolling Instagram rather than have to look at a woman in a bow tie. I was like, this should be called the Metropolitan Museum of Getting Rejected by Athletes." Next up is Diddy. Now, this has less to do with him boycotting and more of him being banned. Now, he has been removed from the 2024 guest list following his recent legal issues. Now, if you don't know, Diddy's house was raided and he has lawsuit after lawsuit against him. Apparently, or from what I can gather, it's been somewhat of an open secret in Hollywood that Diddy is creepy and that you should never go to his house or parties. It appears though that the government really had a case against him, and so much is being exposed. Due to this, no one wants to be associated with him, so it's no shock that he wouldn't be going to the Met. Now, according to the National Enquirer, when speaking about Diddy, a source said, "Now he finds himself grappling not only with the preservation of his reputation, but also with the loss of his standing with an industry that has unequivocally distanced itself from him." Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get invited to any award shows or events anytime soon. Then there's Jared Leto. Jared Leto told E! News that he unfortunately wouldn't be able to attend the 2024 Met Gala because he and his band 30 Seconds to Mars will be in Europe for their Seasons to World tour. Back on the road, Jared said, "It's been 5 years. I will be there in spirit with my head and my cat, wishing everyone a beautiful night," he added. Now, in the past, Jared has had some very memorable fashion moments at the Met Gala, including in 2019 when he carried a replica of his head on the red carpet, and in 2023 when he dressed up as the late Chanel designer Karl Lagerfeld's beloved cat, Choupette. Now, I feel like people, especially some of the men, don't think outside the box like Jared does when it comes to his looks, so I'm sure he'll be missed dearly this year. And lastly, we have Billy Porter. Billy Porter will not be attending the Met Gala on Monday, May 6th to grieve his mother, who died in February. "I just lost my mom," Billy told E! News at the Time 100 Gala on Thursday, April 25th. "I have to take care of myself, so I'm doing that, and that means not going to the party sometimes." Fans of the Met know the time and consideration it takes to pull together a look, with most attendees spending months creating their red carpet ensembles. Now, Billy noted that he can't do everything and that he needs a break, joking, "Daddy's tired." Now, Billy publicly announced the news of his mother's death at age 79 in a joint statement with his sister. "We were right beside her when she took her last breath, wrapped in our arms," the siblings wrote via Instagram on February 29th. "Mommy lived life to the fullest despite physical limitations pressed upon her. She was the personification of true Christianity, and her unconditional love is a template that the world could benefit from employing." Now, their statement continued with, "Her example is what we continue to strive for." Now, Billy has become a fixture at the Met Gala thanks to his lavish looks year after year, but it is completely understandable why he won't be attending this year. Well, that's all for our list of the top 10 celebrities who are boycotting the 2024 Met Gala. Who do you hope goes to the Met, and will you be watching? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.